I wanted to give an update. It's June now, 2026. It's like the 12th. And I am struggling. Well, I was. It was really hot today. I had to drive in a car that didn't have any Freon left. It was stressful. What I had to go do in the car was stressful. Place I had to go. What was I gonna say? I'm seeing a therapist now. My mom and I did so much work to understand my insurance because it's some off-brand through my work insurance, and it's just useless, really. So I'm paying out of pocket anyway for therapy. And basically all I talk about at therapy is my family and my spouse. I had my 3rd session with her, so 3 weeks. Today's Friday, so next week will be the 4th week with her. Started going to church again, and I've had some pretty powerful experiences with that, all kind of this telling me the same thing, and I'm still stressed, but it helps hearing it over and over again. Like, basically it'll work out how it works out, and there's no need to stress as much as I'm stressing, because there's so much going on. And after some of these things come to pass, whether in my favor or not in my favor, there's a lot that needs to be decided in the next, it's June now, July, August. By September, I'm gonna know what will work out and what hasn't worked out, and if I need to jump ship in a lot of ways. I'm sorry, it's very vague right now. Like, a whole bunch of, like, my whole world is collapsing, basically. That's what it feels like. So, I talked with my mom today. She helped me, just listening. And I'm gonna talk with a family friend on Sunday. That's a plan. About one of those things that's been bothering me. Still living in my parents' home. Oh, and okay, now I remember why I wanted to make this video, is because my therapist validated me. Because, it's been 3 sessions with her now, like over an hour each session. And at the end of this 3rd one, I was like, so can you tell me, like, after everything I've told you, like, is this normal? What I'm experiencing with my family, is this normal? Have you encountered this before? And she said, no. And she said, it sounds like you're living in the Twilight Zone. She said she's never dealt with a client with experiencing this sort of thing going on. And maybe that's because I went to her she's like a family therapist, that's family and marriage therapist, that's why I went to her. Maybe if I had gone to like a therapist that specializes in hoarding, they would get it. I don't know, but it was nice to feel validated. And I think it's a really proper phrase to use, like a Twilight Zone. Like, it's an old show, but I have seen some episodes, and it is trippy in like a Benadryl nightmare fuel sort of way, so I get that, and I would agree with that. And yeah, I mentioned it's been really hot today. Also, with all this, like, it's not so much what's on my plate, which is really heavy stuff, like 3 heavy topics, but it's the expedited nature that these all need to pass. 2 months from now. This is driving me crazy because I work full time, and nobody else is gonna take care of me. So just balancing all that. And not only working full time, and then these 3 huge things that all need to happen all at once. It's also, I like basically have 3 kids. That's how I feel, because I've like bonded with these animals. And all my cats have separate issues right now. I don't know if I ever mentioned that. I have 3 cats. The baby, who's been in this video, she gets crystals. So she takes a very specific, where is it? A very specific medicated food. And sometimes it helps and sometimes it doesn't. And like she strains to urinate. Plus she's getting really chubby because she doesn't have a huge open field to run in nowadays. And I don't let them outside because they started getting diarrhea from eating stuff outside. So she's getting really fat really quick, so I'm worried about her health. The second cat, my middle-aged cat, she has this chronic, disgusting issue that I won't get into. I took her to all kinds of vets in Tennessee. Nobody could figure it out. She has her own dedicated binder of lab work that she's had done, and nobody, no results. I got a biopsy, nothing. So when I moved here in March 2020, March 20th, 2026, to where I am now in California, I took her to a local vet that I picked one that was close by that had good reviews. Some of them did not have good reviews, so I avoided those. The vet here versus Tennessee is so much more expensive. It costs like an arm and a leg every time I want to go. So, and it seems to take a long time. But anyway, they had me on this doctor. Her regimen is so much more extreme than what I was used to in Tennessee. And it's like, lady, I work full time. I have 3 cats. I cannot keep up with this regimen. It's too much. Like, it's just too much on me. Anyway, I did the best I could with that for like a month of like all this medication and topicals and feeding blood. Like, it was a whole thing. Different kinds of oral medication I had to give her at different times of the day. So I did the regimen, finished it. She wasn't improving, and then I just gave up and stopped thinking about it. And I'm like, I'm not going back there. It's too soon. I can't do that again for a while to vet. So I just sort of gave up, and then like a week later the issue went away. And I was like, oh my, thank God. Because she's had that issue for like a year and a half, like literally a year and a half. It's been horrible to watch her go through that. And then, so it was like almost a month where she was good. She was healthy again. And she didn't have to wear a cone or anything. She was clean and whatever. So anyway, then May 30th through the 31st, I did an overnight trip with my mom to Big Bear to have girl talk and drink and stuff, which we never do. It was nice. I come back on the 31st, which is Sunday, and she has the issue again. The cat has the issue again. And the only thing I did was I mixed, so the one I'm talking about now, the cat, she's on a special diet too, separate diet, for food sensitivities, right? And I have this auto feeder, and I just mixed the food and left to Big Bear overnight. So that makes me think this is a food allergy. So with that in mind, I took her back to the vet like 2 days ago. Today's the 12th. I think I took her back on the 10th. And I told the doctor just give her a steroid shot. I have the whole binder. I was like, give her this one. I know this one works temporarily. And if it is a food allergy, and she did eat some food while I left, and now I can monitor her again because I'm here, just give her the steroid. And I hope it fixes it, because anything else is going to be thousands of dollars. So the vet agreed, but she was also like, she was like, well, you know, if cats get too many steroids, their insulin resistance goes up or something like that. Like, she could get diabetes. I don't want to hear that. But also, she's not overweight. She is. This one here is overweight, but the one with the chronic issue I'm talking about now, she's not overweight. And she's not overweight because she hates the food she eats, so she doesn't eat much, which is fine. I'd rather her not be overweight. My phone's gonna die. So anyway, yeah, I don't know if I've ever talked about the issues with my cats. Let me plug in my phone. 1 second. This is my brick charger. This is not legal on the plane. I forget how many charges I get out of this, but it's a lot. It's at 70% right now. Okay. Oh yeah, I don't have to plug it in. I have that magnetic thing. Is this working? I hope that's working. So what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so the vet was like, if you give her too many of these steroid shots, which she's definitely had a whole stack of steroid shots, she's gonna get diabetes. On top of that, she was like, oh, your cat has gingivitis, and she showed me. She, like, I don't know how she did this, because I tried to do this. She pulled up her back teeth, and it looked nasty, and the gums looked painful. And she's like, yeah, you need to be brushing your cat's teeth. I told her, like, I have never brushed my cat's teeth. I've never been told to brush my cat's teeth, you know. And then she's like, oh, well, we could do it for you. We could clean your cat's teeth. And I was like, yes, please, that'd be great. But then she's like, because I thought, like, oh, just scrub their teeth and here you go. But she's like, okay, well, in that case, we need to do blood work because we're going to put her on anesthesia. It's going to be a whole day thing. And I'm like, just, okay, whatever, forget it. Because that's going to be like $1,000. So I was like, whatever, I'll just try to brush her teeth. So, like, literally, after the vet appointment, I immediately went on Amazon and got this dental kit. And it overnighted. And then as soon as I got it, I was like, okay, let's try this out. And I do it once to her, and I couldn't get all the way back there. Like, she refused to let me into her mouth that far. I did it once, and then I'm like, what am I doing? Like, if she has a food allergy, and this is chicken flavor, what am I doing? What if she has that problem all over again? What if she has that chronic issue? Like, I can't win, you know? I can't win with... I'm going crazy here. Like, she can't... Maybe I can try just this in water. So I did this once, and then I'm like, no, this is stupid. This makes no sense. Like, I'm not going to the vet forever in a constant loop. So I don't know what to do, because I can't keep up with this vet's demands. Anyway, that's cat number 2. Cat number 3, my eldest, is like 14, 15, maybe 15 now. She was sparkly clean, living her best life in Tennessee. She loved it. She would sleep all day. Everything was great. and then I think I mentioned this in a previous video, like the night leading into the day that I got here, just itching constantly and scabs. After a week, she was just covered in prickly scabs, bloody scabs. And I try to expedite the process of gutting this room, vacuuming, putting in brand new rugs, brand new linens, brand new bed, keeping up with dust, everything. Cleaned the walls even with the Mr. Clean erasers. But then I can only do this room. Out there is a different story. Out in the house and also outside is a different story. I don't know what's making her so itchy, because I took her to the vet. Same vet practice, different vet, and they want to do blood work on her, but I'm like, I didn't come here for blood work. I came here to, like, I was hoping that there would be like a pill or a supplement I could give them for cat allergies. But she said it's not like that for cats. It's like that for dogs, but not cats. So it's really just the environment that's the issue. And I can't control the environment. And they gave her something, like a shot to, I don't know. I have the paperwork, but I don't know what it is. And then they gave me some like medicated mousse, like antiseptic, to like squirt on her and rub it in and it'll dry. So I do that, but it's too much to keep up with. And she's got scabs again. And then I noticed, it's June 12th. I've been living here for March to April, April to May, May to June. I've been living here like almost 3 months now. And my scalp's starting to feel itchy, like constantly itchy. I did switch shampoo, conditioner. I'm on that glossing stuff from Suave, I think. It's the silver bottle with a pink cap. The whole three, the shampoo, conditioner, and leave-in treatment, whatever it is. But I don't think it's that. I think I remember being itchy before then. So I'm wondering if it's the same thing my cat is experiencing, but just, you know, she's more sensitive to it. I don't know why anyway. So those are the 3 issues with my 3 cats, 3 separate issues. And yeah, and her fur is like falling out again. It's too much. My best friend has been journaling. I told her that's a good thing and I should journal. When I talked to my mom, she said I should journal. And just like when I think about journaling, I'm like, how is this gonna help? But I know it's gonna help, so I need to do that. I tend to make up excuses for not journaling. I have been doing some really recently, I've started doing some self-care meeting. I started going out by myself and writing on my laptop. I've been writing a story. I'm not gonna get into it. I'm at like 350 pages so far. I started in May, like beginning of May. I've been going out pretty often on the regular just to get away from the house. That's been helping. Just doing more stuff by myself to get fresh air. And then this would be day 4. I haven't done anything yet, but I want to start working out again. Also I downloaded my church's app and started the devotional, which is like you go to church and then for the next 5 days you keep up with the message and try to apply it daily. So I've been doing that. Working out, I'm very out of shape, so I do like the half push-ups where you only start from your knee, not your foot. And the crunches, I have minor scoliosis, so crunches were never easy for me. It's really weird to do a crunch. It feels really weird with the lack of flexibility in my back and the curvature. So I do like half crunches. Planking, I like to plank. So I heard on a show I watched with Trixie and Katya. I've been watching episodes on YouTube of that, and it was actually relevant because I was thinking in my head, like, what's the longest plank, like world record plank? And in the show, I think one of them said like 8 hours or something like that. That's like goals right there. I would love to do even 20 minutes, a 20-minute plank. My biggest hurdle with any sort of exercise like this is impatience and boredom. So I've been watching that show while exercising, and then it goes by quicker, like planking and whatnot, and I don't even think about it, and then I can do it longer. What else? Oh yeah, like those leg lifts where I'm on my side and going like that. I can't yet do like the full like laying down and both legs up. That's how out of shape I am. Anyway, I think I got the points I wanted to make. The big one was what my therapist said, was that I'm living in a Twilight zone. That's what I wanted to hear. Like, I'm not crazy. And it's like what I'm saying, like, this is so unusual and odd that like it's hard to process. Anyway, that's it. I think I'll go for now.